I was 2 or 3 years old, and the girl across the street used to come over by herself and show me how to do the letters on my letterboard. She had a sweet voice. She was pretty. She was soft. So one day, with my mom in the living room, I said to my mom, "I'm a girl." And Mom said lovingly, "No, you're a boy." When I was 13, I would go to Vernon Park Mall with my parents, and the girls at that mall were not just good looking, they were impossibly good looking. They made me want to shout and be noticed by them. After that, I wanted to be like them. I didn't want to be a girl. No, hell no. And I wanted to be as impossibly good looking to these impossibly good looking girls as they were impossibly good looking to me. In 1993, however, I found out that I was not good looking. And it wrecked me, destroyed me. I saw a show on 2020 where this man got cosmetic surgery to reconstruct his entire face to look differently. I felt a flood of fresh air come over me. So it is possible to reconstruct my face to look like Tom Cruise. In 1990, December, I was washing my hair in the shower and my hair started coming out. I was alarmed. I started taking Propecia in 1999. When I was 13 years old, I used to fantasize about the perfect girl. And in my fantasy, I noticed she had long forearms. So I began to desire to have long forearms like she did. Only I wanted mine to be longer than hers. And when I found out in 1995, when I first started measuring forearms, that mine were not as long as I had hoped. This made me so that I could not achieve erection anymore. I have not had an honest, good to God erection since 1996. But I did find out that Dr. Joe Paley does cosmetic limb lifting, so he could take your forearm, break your bones, your two forearm bones, and screw that contraption into both sides of the broken bone, and over the period of 6 months, stretch your limbs to the desired length. $200,000. I began praying and wrestling with God, and I think God's allowed my elbow to wrist bones to grow longer. They're almost as long as I want them to be. I want them to be 11.5 inches long, I think. But back then, my left forearm was as much as 10 3/4 of an inch long, and my right one was struggling to be 10.5 inches long. Now, this is almost 11 inches long, my right forearm. My left forearm, sometimes it looks just a tad bit longer than 11 inches long. Now I got this goddamn erectile dysfunction. This whole bottle of Viagra isn't working. I began singing karaoke in 1995, February the 4th. And I found that I could get attention from the good-looking girls by singing karaoke. I started in 2001 going to the annual music convention. I learned how to write songs. I took voice lessons. If only I was a good-looking guy. If only I could have this while looking in my 20s.